So I came back to the little mini motor show at the Vientiane Centre, Vientiane Laos, because my last review was kind of a pre-official opening review, and now it's officially opened, and I want to show you through some of the cars. There's some different cars here, and my favourite Chinese car is the GAC GS3. It's got a 1.5 engine, nothing special, but the reason it's my favourite is because it's a manual. GAC has still make manuals, and I love to drive manuals, and really refreshing to see a manual here at the motor show with a clutch and everything. They also make a pretty tidy looking sedan, and also complete contrast to the manual GS3. There's a pretty smart looking 100% electric vehicle, and so GAC are a really versatile Chinese manufacturer now with a really varied lineup. Another really up and coming Chinese maker is GWM. They make the Haval, which is another SUV. This is a lot more powerful with a 2-litre turbo with over 200 horsepower. And the interior looks really smart. The Chinese are definitely catching up with the Japanese and European manufacturers when it comes to quality, or at least it seems like it does. It's got a video playing with some sexy girls. I don't think that should be playing when you're driving. It could be a massive distraction to driving, but hopefully as overall it's a really nice car, SUV. Now we've got the power. I looked at this in my previous video, but I've got a chance to actually look inside the interior and look inside the load bed. And to be fair, it looks really good quality. Yeah, I mean, it's brand new, so what it's going to be like in 5 years' time? Is it going to age as well as a Toyota pickup? Who knows? But it certainly looks really solid. And the interior looks more like from a Starship Enterprise than a pickup truck. I really like the seats in this. I really like the leather seats. Looks quality. Next we've got the BYDs, the electric cars. I mean, I'm not a huge electric car guy, to be fair, but I think in the future we have to accept that we're going to be driving a lot more cars like this, and the BYD is definitely a forerunner, and it'll probably become popular in Europe and America in the future, and it looks a pretty competent car, to be fair, although I'm not that into EVs myself. There's, for cheaper EVs, there's the Wailing, and I'm definitely more into the models than the actual cars themselves. There's some really beautiful models on the Wailing stand. We do actually get to have a look inside the Wailing. Unfortunately, we don't get to look under the dress of the models because it's a family-oriented YouTube channel. But that's the cheaper one, and it looks competent for a city car. And the slightly more expensive Wailing looks pretty slick, kind of almost like a gaming setup. Wouldn't be terrible to drive as a city runabout. Now we've got some more familiar brands like the MG, but the MG obviously is Chinese now, although they do some development in the UK. It's actually primarily a Chinese brand. And firstly, there's the MG ZX, which looks like a pretty competent hatchback. But what looks a really good looking car is the MG GT in yellow. That looks like they've really kind of got a really good, nice looking mid-sized car. And I'm sure it'll be popular all over the world, where it's really interesting seeing it here and now. Hyundai are a big manufacturer for Laos. Hyundai and Kia. Before I came, there were Kias here. Now they've swapped out to put Hyundais here. It's basically the same company. And the Hyundai accent is very popular in Laos. And it's even more popular with me, with some beautiful girls standing next to it. And also there's a very competent looking SUV from Hyundai called the Kona. And I forgot to put some videos of Mazda last time. They've got a really nice looking Mazda 2. The front lip on it looks like a real headache. I don't know how long will that last in Laos with the roads the way they are, but overall it's a very pretty car. And also CX-30, which looks a really competent SUV, probably more suitable for the roads of Laos, to be fair. And also Nissan here with the Almera, and that looks a really pretty solid looking sedan. And the Terra, which also looks like a really tough looking SUV, kind of a step more tough than the kind of Honda CR-V. Looks a little bit higher ground clearance, and it could probably tackle like 95% of what the roads in Laos could throw at it, even the unmade roads. So that's probably a very suitable car for Laos if you've got the money. And will it last better than the Chinese equivalents? Who knows? Well, Suzuki have a big presence in Laos as well, and they've got some really beautiful girls on their stand as well. The girls were like from my previous video, but now they're really all dolled up for the official motor show. And there's the really cute car and the really desirable car, I think. One of my favourite cars in the show is the Suzuki Jimny, and looks great with the beautiful girls next to it, but I still think it looks cute even when it's standing on its own without the girls. And I think it's a perfect car for Laos. Tough, small, not that small, but small. And they even actually had one on display, and they had one for giving people road tests outside, which shows what a great commitment Suzuki have to this motor show. You can see this is the one outside for giving people test drives, kitted out with a snorkel and all-terrain tyres. And the snorkel is not for show in Laos in rainy season. Believe me, there's been lots of floods in Laos recently, even collapsed bridges. Finally, for the new cars, we've got the Hondas, the CR-V, which is a really solid SUV, pretty good for probably 90% of Laos. You could go anywhere in a CR-V because it's obviously an SUV. And the CR-V's been going a long time, and this is the latest version. And also there's a Civic, a new type Civic, which is a really good looking car. Looks like an executive car, and bigger than how the Accord is, really. I don't even know why they even need the Accord now when the Civic looks like this. But hiding around the back is my favourite Civic. As much as this car is a beautiful looking car, I really like the older generation Civics. And I'm going to just take you for a little walk around this EK, which is one of my favourite Civics, with a B-Series engine. I made a little mistake before. I was so enthralled looking at this car and said it had ink-high wheels. It's actually got original raised wheels. So let's enjoy having a look around this car. And this car's shown up at some of the other shows, the kind of cars and coffee type shows, and the show at the gas station. So a real enthusiast owns this car, and it's great that they can mix some of the other older cars in with the new cars in the motor show here in the Vientiane Centre. And it's a really perfect example of an EK. I mean, I don't think I've seen a better original EK than this, with all proper upgrades. And this Aston Martin is also featured in my Cars and Coffees videos, and I'm pretty sure the owner is owns the Liquid Wally franchise. And here's a really stunning BMW superbike. I think it's one of the fastest superbikes in production, one of the fastest superbikes you can buy. Completely immaculate. I have no idea where they can open this up in Laos, because bikes aren't even allowed on the expressway. And I'm going to show you some of the Liquid Moly products because they deserve to be shown. They sponsor a lot of events in Vientiane Laos, and they're a German company, but they're a big name in the car scene here. So it's only fair that I should give them a quick plug. Right, so across the road, this isn't strictly speaking in the motor show, but across the road from Vientiane Centre, there's the Parkson Centre. And I just thought at the end I'd show some Range Rovers. They have an eye-watering price tag of $89,000 US, so I won't be buying one anytime soon. But they're definitely very beautiful. And also a very beautiful Chinese car called a Honky. Not the most elegant name, but they're very elegant cars. And they have in the Parkson Centre this really smart looking SUV, and I think they make a sort of S-Class Mercedes style car as well, but that's not on display now. On display here now is this EV, mid-size EV car, which looks really, really smart. Certainly the Chinese have come a long way in designing cars from clones 10 years ago. It says Honky started in 1958. They were probably making bicycles in 1958. So that brings me to the end of the video this time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can subscribe. I really appreciate it a lot. And I'm going to be featuring more cars and bikes in Southeast Asia on my channel. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much.